Charles de Bourbon was the oldest son of John I, Duke of Bourbon, and Marie, Duchess of Auvergne. He was Count of Clermont-en-Beauvais from 1424, and Duke of Bourbon and Auvergne from 1434 to his death. Although due to the imprisonment of his father after the Battle of Agincourt, he acquired control of the duchy more than 18 years before his father's death. In 1425, Charles renewed his earlier betrothal by marrying Agnes of Burgundy, daughter of John the Fearless. Charles entered a relationship with Jeanne de Beauharnais, and together they had Louis de Bourbon, Count of Roussillon. Louis founded the House of Bourbon-Roussillon. Louis is known for his many services to the state. As a reward for his loyalty and dedication to Louis XI during the League of the Public Weal conflict, Louis XI gave him in marriage his legitimized daughter Jeanne de Valois. Charles served with distinction in the Royal Army during the 100 Years' War, while nevertheless maintaining a truce with his brother-in-law and otherwise enemy, Philip III, Duke of Burgundy. Both dukes were reconciled and signed an alliance by 1440. He was present at the coronation of Charles VII, where he fulfilled the function of a peer and conferred knighthood. Despite this service, he took part in the Praguerie in 1439 to 1440. When the revolt collapsed, he was forced to beg for mercy from the king, and was stripped of some of his lands. He died on his estates in 1456. Children. Charles and Agnes had 11 children. John of Bourbon, Duke of Bourbon. Mary of Bourbon, married in 1444. John II, Duke of Lorraine. Philip of Bourbon, Lord of Beaujeu. Charles of Bourbon, Cardinal and Archbishop of Lyon and Duke of Bourbon. Isabella of Bourbon, married Charles, Duke of Burgundy. Peter of Bourbon, Duke of Bourbon. Louis of Bourbon, Bishop of Liege. Margaret of Bourbon, married in Moulins on April 6, 1472. Philip II, Duke of Savoy. Catherine of Bourbon, married on December 28, 1463 in Bruges. Adolphe II, Duke of Guelders. Joanna of Bourbon, married in Brussels in 1467. John II of Chalon, Prince of Orange. James of Bourbon, Count of Montpensier. Unmarried. Illegitimate children. Louis de Bourbon, one of the first knights of the Order of Saint Michel, appointed by letters patent of Louis XI in 1469. Renaud de Bourbon, Abbot of Saint Sauveur-le-Vicomte, Archbishop of Narbonne from 1473 to 1482.